Morning. It's Thursday, August 14th, and there's madness running around the country, started by our great President Trump. He said he's just starting with D.C., and Democrats who run other cities are worried that they are next. Trump has started putting his fingers into local politics and getting in the way of the way major cities in this country are handled. So after watching the president send troops to Los Angeles and to D.C., officials from cities like New York are bracing for similar incursions. Doesn't President Trump have enough to worry about across the nation without attempting to handle the political activities at local government level? So elected Democrats at every level of government are watching the Trump administration's move to police the District of Columbia closely, worrying that the president's efforts will exert more power and reach into their cities next. And Trump announced on Monday that he put the city's police department on federal control and activated the National Guard to patrol the city, evoking another instance from earlier this year that put Democrats on their edge. Trump's deployment of the National Guard in Los Angeles, as Trump paints U.S. cities as violent and drugged out. He said his administration plans to crack down on homeless encampments and crime in America's urban centers with full force, starting with D.C. And he promised that federal involvement would go further and suggested cities could avoid federal action if they clean up their crime rate. And Democrats say they're starting to identify a pattern of federal overreach from Trump, particularly in the affairs in states that are run by Democrats. And has Trump not realized that the crime rates are down much lower than they were before? So what is he raving about crime rates for when he hasn't done his homework? He's looking in the past and creating an image that he needs to settle this crime rate business in the country. So with Donald Trump, you can get any level of reaction on any given day. And he has some special privilege to interfere and meddle in the functions of New York City or other cities. That's what Keith Powers said, the New York City councilman. And he did it on congestion pricing and transportation. And he certainly will do it again in the future when it comes to deploying the National Guard. Because he has to stick his finger in all of these pies. Because he doesn't know what a true president is supposed to do. Part of Trump's argument is that he's putting a stop to crime. But the District of Columbia and the other large cities run by Democratic city officials have spent months boasting about their dropping crime rate. These government officials are now afraid that even though they have improving statistics, that won't be enough to keep Trump out of meddling in their business. And Trump keeps threatening to send in the National Guard. Is that what we want a president to do? Shake up the governments of all our major cities because he believes he can run them better? He has claimed great results over the last few months by decreasing major crimes and keeping people safe here in the city. So there are many cities who are having great times right now. And they are scared that Trump's meddling will screw up their governments, not improve it. So why doesn't Trump focus on national issues instead of meddling with the governments of our major cities? He can't do that. He believes as the president he has to stick his finger in all the pies. And believe me, they don't need any help. The mayors of these major cities don't need all of this ridiculous help from the president. He has to pay attention to international and other national problems instead of worrying about what's going on in the cities that are being handled by competent mayors and other local officials. So I say to President Trump, keep your hands off the cities and take care of the country's business. Have a great day. Take care. Thank you.